I built a lifetime by going my own way. The stories told in my wake tell tales of paths not taken by those in servitude to safety. I learned young to lift my heart bravely, to perch it like a weather vane, my pulse on the lookout for any sign of tremor. I gilded my longings and intuition, sealed them in surrender, and set my course toward you. Not knowing who you would be or what form you would take, I would wake each morning, open my front door to a world dazzling in its possibility, and I would go looking. A seeker, at times ignorant and ill-equipped for the many ruses illusion presented. I invented new forms of hubris, created earthquakes by the magnitude of my mistakes, but I rose. Like a rose unabashed in my unfurling, hurtling myself toward a truth I knew existed, I persisted in my search, enlisted myself in the service of the moment, and in the fiery lurch through which light asserts itself, I became a warrior, armed in my autonomy, luxuriating in the wholeness of my own unique constellation, a galaxy at my back, a garden in my hands, a song in my throat, and that is who I was before the universe wrote you into my story, you beautiful twist, you mystery made manifest, you resting place for the hurry I did not know I harbored. I have been looking for you. The particles of dust that existed before God crafted any rib bones, before gender became explicit, before form adorned us in these bodies, I knew you as an unnameable essence, a fragrance I have followed through a labyrinth of lifetimes, whose eyes have seen through the lens of scarab and charioteer, have passed through the passage of millennia only to appear again on the trunks of aspen trees and the two almonds that are looking at me now. How exquisite it is to be found by love, for the undiscovered parts of myself to be given a field of untapped potential that you seem to summon into bloom with the torrential downpour of your grace. Love has reassumed its name and taken shape in your face. There is nothing I want more than to share in this spaciousness for the rest of our days, so walk with me through the days dying and the evening's rebirth, along the curvature of infinity. Let us be two tributaries, becoming river, becoming sea, becoming seer, drawing ever nearer to source, until the forces that assemble these incarnations call our atoms back, like a mouth retracting its song, melody falling headlong into silence, the kind that will grace our home on winter mornings before I hear your footsteps creaking across the wooden floor, before the door flings open into multitudinous good mornings, before we are mourning each other's passing and gasping at the sting of how quickly it all went by. Today, I wed myself to that which does not die. The eyes that fell upon me that one warm and unexpected evening when your arm first scooped the small of my back and pulled me so far back into my own knowing that I lost track of gravity. Walk with me. May our love breathe like the poetry of Hafiz. May it swirl around us like the trance dances of the Sufis and protect us as we embark upon the quiet industry of creating a life. Lover, I am yours. What pours through our gaze when we are coupled in embrace has the capacity to raise all of consciousness to an unprecedented height. May we tend that light with the tenderness of the Buddhas. May it fill us up before it moves through us to continue on its congruous path through all the hearts open enough to receive it.